Hello. Quick message before the video starts, but the audio in the upcoming video might be a little bit strange. When recording the gameplay, I accidentally recorded the game audio twice from two separate inputs, and it had the effect of creating a almost like a reverb effect in the game audio. And it's mostly noticeable during the cutscenes, not so much during the gameplay. I'm sorry about that. Unfortunately, I didn't know anything was wrong until after the video had finished recording, and it's not really a problem that I could have fixed in post because all the audio was baked in to the one file, so I apologise about that. Like I said, it's mostly noticeable only during like the cutscenes, less so the gameplay, so sorry about that. Okay, continuing on. Have fun, guys. Well, this is it. Time to retire. I've officially reached the age where people are no longer allowed to make YouTube videos about video games anymore. It's true. Once you hit 30, you're not allowed to make YouTube videos about video games. That's it. According to some people, once you hit 30, you should quit YouTube altogether. Only people 29 or younger are allowed to make YouTube videos, especially YouTube videos about video games. Anyone older than that is clearly just a sado with nothing better to do, with no life. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Fuck those people. I enjoy doing this, so I'm going to keep doing this. Hello, and as you can probably tell from the box art below, we are going to have a look at one of my favourite games for the Nintendo GameCube, which was one of my favourite systems growing up. See, GameCube came out in 2001. I think I would have been about 13 or 14, depending on the time of year. It probably came out in the second half of the year, so I probably would have been 14 by then. So, yeah, 14. And then the following year, 2002, a little game called Super Mario Sunshine came out. This is my original copy. This is not an eBay copy. This is my copy I bought brand new back in 2002, and I still have it. And if I found it, I could have booted up my old save file from 2002, but for some reason one of my GameCube memory cards has gone missing, and it's the memory card with the old Super Mario Sunshine save file on it, so fuck. So I guess we'll just have to start a new game. I wanted to play a little bit of this because lately I've noticed certain websites, I won't name names, have been talking mad shit about this game. You know, they refer to it as, oh, you know, the one bad big, you know, 3D Mario game. It's like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, 64 was great, the Galaxy games were great, but Sunshine was bad. And it's like, fuck you, buddy. I remember Sunshine being kind of amazing at the time. Sure, not perfect. I remember the game having a fucking annoying ass camera. But apart from that, pretty damn great. So, I'm going to hit this button. We're on the Wii, because Wii component cables are easier and far cheaper to get. There are some people who claim that, like, oh, GameCube component cables are better quality than Wii component cables. That's not fucking true. That's just the mad insanity of somebody who spent way too much money on a cable trying to justify his purchase. Ooh. Wii component cables are just as good. Yes, I would like to play this in 60 Hz mode. That's right, the GameCube was the first Nintendo console released in Europe to standardise 60 Hz. So we can play this at 60 frames a second, or theoretically 60 frames a second. Right, this was the game where Princess Peach was given the incredibly annoying high-pitched voice, wasn't it?
Welcome to the Sun French Drop Paradise Isle del Dino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy our natural wonderland, to which we added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. Oh, wait, on Isle del Dino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
Did Toadsworth just tell the princess to be quiet? I've never really heard what he says there properly. I assume he just tells her to shut up and be quiet.
Super Mario Sunshine!
So, rumble on, stereo, I'm going to turn the volume down a bit. Rumble on, stereo on, subtitles on, language English. There's one thing I've noticed with the Wii. We are coming through a component cable. So, however, the video feed is still interlaced, it's not progressive. Currently the component cable, the Wii, according to the Magewell, is spitting out 720 by 480i. So this is not a progressive feed. I'm sure there are ways to brute force progressive, I'm sure some people have figured it out. But yeah, you've noticed if I move a lot, there's a little bit of, like, Mario gets a bit blurry when he moves quickly. It's not motion blur, that's just frame misalignment. The frames are splicing because it's an interlaced signal instead of progressive, so... But that's just how most GameCube games work, so we're just going to have to deal with that.
What happened?
Seatbelts on your plane? Really?
What is this? It tastes like goo. It's moving.
Now, boys, don't stop.
Excuse me.
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Okay, gameplay. Yeah, so this was the game where they gave Peach her super high-pitched voice, which was just no, not good. Because again, I think I mentioned this before in the past, like, but if you go back and like listen to how she talks in Super Mario 64, she's got a normal voice. She talks like a normal person, you know. Like, oh, Mario, I've made a cake for you. You know, she talks like a normal person. And then I guess at some point she had a throat operation or something, because now she sounds like super high pitched. It's kind of annoying, and they've stuck with it ever since, and I'm not a fan. Oh yeah, also there's like mad vertical sync issues, because this is we might get some vertical sync stuff because, again, interlaced video signal. So you may see some weird lines appearing when we move the camera around a bunch. Again, that's just how this game works. It wasn't an issue on an analog television, but converting an interlaced video signal to a digital video signal is imperfect. I like this plane. This plane's kind of rad. Look at this. There's a star on the wing. Jet engines. Whoops. That was bad. So, controls. Controls are very similar to Super Mario 64, if maybe a little bit more twitchy. So, again, analog stick to move around, A button to jump. If you jump 3 times in quick succession while running forwards, Mario will do a triple jump. So, 1, 2, there we go. If you change direction very quickly and then jump during the transition, Mario will do a flip jump, which is very useful. It's one of the most useful moves in this game. Never underestimate the usefulness of the flip jump. You can wall jump if you jump against walls. New moves include the spin jump, so if I spin the stick around a bunch and then jump, that can be useful. Not very useful right now, but later in the game, once we get certain other abilities, it becomes a lot more useful. Let's see. We are lacking the long jump from Super Mario 64. So, and honestly, that hurts. The long jump is very sorely missed in this game. So, and the long jump will return in Super Mario Galaxy, but the sunshine, we don't get it, which is sad. Camera controls. Pull the stick down to zoom out, push the stick forward to zoom in, left and right to rotate. You can click in the left shoulder button to recenter the camera behind Mario. And you have to push the trigger all the way down for it to happen. The GameCube has weird shoulder buttons where they're both up to this point. Shoulder buttons on consoles have either been progressive or just digital inputs. The GameCube shoulder buttons are kind of both. So you can push the shoulder button down slowly for a progressive input, and then once you get down to the bottom, there's a final, like, definite click. And that's like a. There seems to be an extra, like, digital on-off signal at the very bottom of the shoulder button's travel distance. Which is interesting. Okay. Right now, the right shoulder button does nothing, but that will change. You can press the Y button for a close-up over-the-shoulder view. You want a better view of something, close-up. Right now, the X button does nothing. B button is dive, which is quite useful. It replaces the punch and kick from Super Mario 64. Mario doesn't punch and kick in this game. So no long jump and no punching and kicking. And no crouch kicking, aka dancing, you know, when you swing your legs around underneath your arms. What's that? What's that? I can't remember the name. Fuck it. So yeah, you press the B button and he just dives. That is incredibly useful. It also looks kind of ridiculous. Alright, let's get on with it. B button to talk. This game, I mean, obviously it's visually it's aged somewhat now, but at the time this game looked amazing. This game has a visual fidelity that I don't think anything else on the GameCube could match at that time. Nintendo was always good at getting the most out of their hardware. They've never, well, not never, but for a long time now they haven't had the most powerful hardware on the market, but they've always been really good at squeezing out as much performance as possible out of their own hardware. And that was very much the case with Mario Sunshine. This game is like, there's a lot of really nice effects, a lot of really like heat haze. Look in the distance. Like you look at that tower, you can see it sort of like shimmer in the heat. There's a lot of heat haze. Oh god, I'm the words. What's the effect when you look at something far away and it's slightly blurry because it's far away? Like you've got like a juxtaposition between something close up and something far away, and the thing that's close up is clear, but the thing far away is slightly blurry. I can't remember what that's called. Shit. The word is escaping me right now, but you know what I mean, right? It's got some of that. It's some really nice shaders as well. The GameCube, again, was it slightly more capable than a PS2, but less capable than an original Xbox, but had some really excellent shader support. Like there's some really cool stuff in this game with shaders, not least of which is the water. The water in this game looks great, still looks great. There are still lots of games these days that don't have water that looks this good. There's a shininess to it. It's not dynamic, it's scripted. So the water animation is entirely scripted. It's not like Wave Race where the water is, you know, it changes and ripples and based on movement in the water, but you know, it does the it does the job. It looks great. Maybe looks a little bit too transparent. It needs to be just a touch cloudier, perhaps. It's maybe a little bit too transparent. What's this dude? Oh, you're just going to say the same thing. Okay. Like, look, there are schools of fish swimming around in the water. This is a really nice... Like, even now, I think aesthetically, like stylistically, I think this game is like super nice to look at. It's bright and colourful and cheerful, and it's just pleasant to look at. Even if the polygon count and the textures don't hold up, you know, it's just a pleasant game to look at. Really? You don't say? Huh. Interesting. Ground pound, so jump in the air and click down the left shoulder button to do a ground pound. Alright, we're going to be introduced to the main mechanic of this game.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gas Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom data storage complete. I am Mud, the flash liquidizer from Dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user's instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my table. If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can spray. To refill the tank, enter a body of water and press the R button. Instructions complete. Proceed.
Did you get all that? Good. Oh shit. No, there we go. Okay, so here's the thing in this game. It tells you just to hold down the R and shoot from this camera angle. It works, but it's not great. There are a lot of situations in this game where that's just not sufficient. The best way to aim and shoot in this game is to enter close-up view and then aim like this. It's far more accurate, it's far more reliable at hitting what you want to hit. And these boxes have respawned. No country for wooden boxes. As long as you don't press down the R trigger all the way, you can run and shoot. If you click it all the way down and hit that one button at the bottom, you'll plant your feet and just stop. And then you can use the left stick to manually aim. just going to shoot this. Here's the trick. Shoot him in the mouth 3 times. That's it. That's all it is. Super easy. Certain websites make that insanely easy enemy encounter look tough. But no, it's super easy. That's it. That's all it was. And then here we go. Here's the crux of this entire game. The shine. The shines replace the power stars from Mario 64. So instead of grabbing stars, you're grabbing these. And that's the tutorial.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am blood to you.
Court is now in session.
As you are not aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair albino using some pink-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath the veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the shine sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the shine gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. A judge the defendant guilty as charged.
Oh shit.
I order the defendant to clean this entire island until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork. Mario shall not be allowed to leave.
Whose idea was it to come to this Banana Republic police state? This fascist regime.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming an endanger. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak, and you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
No, I got that.
Go straight to it. You can't miss this message now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you now. We'll know it when you start lacking off.
This game has a lot of voice acting in it. I don't think there's been a Mario game with as much voice acting in it as this. I think by far this has the most voice acting. So yeah, this is Delfino Plaza, which is the hub of the game. This is the area of the game where we can access all of the separate levels. And it's a pretty cool place. There's a lot to do here, a lot of secrets, a lot of people to talk to. Alright. So. Oh, here she is. So, as you collect Shine Sprites, the area, the circle of sunlight expands and covers more of the town. So, eventually, as you progress through the game, you will eventually make the entirety of Delfino Plaza sunny again. So, one other move that you can do that I couldn't show you before. Remember I told you about the belly slide? You tap the B button, you can sort of hop forwards. It's slightly faster than a regular run. If you belly slide on wet ground, you slide really quickly. Pretty much forever. Until you run out of water. Causing Mario to grind to a halt. Now, there's a bug in this game. Pretty severe one. That is very easy to take advantage of. And comes in very useful. Like several times in the game. So, if you spray water on the ground and then slide into that, the game fails to register that you at some point stop sliding on wet ground and you just continue sliding as if the entire ground is wet forever until you stop or hit something. This is incredibly useful. There are certain levels in the game that just become absolutely just trivial later on because of this bug. Because if you slide, you just accelerate forever. You keep accelerating. You don't stop accelerating. You just get stupidly fast. And as long as you don't hit something, you'll just keep going. And that is an incredibly useful bug. We'll be using that definitely at some point later in the game to cheese our way into a couple of Shine Sprites. Some people try and argue that it's an intentional feature. No, it's a fucking bug. It's an absolute bug that they missed in when playtesting the game. But that's okay, because it's not a game-breaking bug, it's just an incredibly useful bug, and is also key for speedrunning. If there was any game that I would have considered myself good enough at some point to do casual speedrunning, it was this game. This was a 100-hour game for me. It's very easy for me to, definitely. I definitely spent more than 100 hours playing this game. And I got stupid good at some of the levels. So yeah. And in fact, I did some casual speedrunning back in the day. Of course, I haven't played this game for any real length of time in more than 10 years, so I expect all the finesse is gone by now, but I remember being able to do some pretty insane shit. So as when you approach let's just call it what it is, it's sewage. It looks like sewage, so it's probably sewage. you'll get these little blue, yellow and pink little bubble guys will appear out of the sewage and approach you. They're not threatening at all. They're very weak. They don't do much damage. And I believe if you jump on them, sometimes if you jump on them, they will drop water bottles. But not always. Water bottles are useful for refilling your water tank in a pinch if you're not close to like a permanent body of water. There's another move you can do, which is, I don't know, it's kind of useful. Is if you hold down the right stick all the way down, click it down, and then jump, you'll do like a hard blast of water over a wide area. And it's good for clearing like large sections of dirt very quickly. Come on, wake up. Okay, this guy's exactly the same as his brother was before. Shoot him in the mouth when it's open.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Motherfucker! No shit. Gross. It's very obviously sewage. So we're just going to chase Imposter Mario. You spray him with enough water and eventually he'll fall down. Okay. Look at this dude. Alright, and we have just uncovered the entrance to our first major level of the game. So, this big, how would you describe that? Wobbly M is like a gateway to a main area from the hub world. These basically serve the same purpose as the level paintings in Super Mario 64. They all seem to have this extremely low resolution FMV playing over them. Like, you could just about make out a windmill, but oh my god, the resolution is so low. Okay. This game has really nice reflections. That's something else that that you see a lot of in this game. The reflections are great, and it's not just static reflections, it's dynamic reflections, you know? So it's not just the objects that are being reflected, it's the surface. The game does dynamic reflections, so the surface at which the reflections are being shown on can also move around. There's one level in particular that's really good at showing those off. We won't get to that until later, much later. Like I said, there's a lot of neat effects in this game. Like, this game does a lot of stuff that even today is still considered like difficult and resource intensive. Look at that water. That water's reflecting everything. It's reflecting the level. Reflecting me. It's not reflecting the water out of the jetpack though. You notice that. Streams of water holding me up. Oh, that's right. I haven't explained the jetpack yet. So, pressing the X button allows you to change the attachment on the flood. So you've got the standard spray nozzle, and then you've got the jetpack nozzle, which, as you can imagine by the name, lets you hover for a short while. Very useful for platforming. Very useful. Also good for clearing large amounts of muck directly below you. Oop. Okay. These appear to be shit-covered piranha plant heads that are rolling down the hill. Oh, speaking of piranha plants, hello. Oh, water bottle. So yeah, sometimes when you kill an enemy, it will just drop a water bottle and it will just instantly refill the tank. Doesn't happen that often, but it happens enough that it's a viable thing. I don't really need to clean up all this muck. So if you spend too long in the muck, you will lose life. And Mario will become filthy. Look at this filthy boy. Look how disgusting he is. You can clean it off. It doesn't really affect your health. It's not like if you get covered in muck and you don't clean it off, you continue losing life. That's not how it works. But you can clean it off either by jumping in water or performing a spin jump. Motherfucker! Okay. Get it off you like that. aiming for me? Okay, they do actually aim for you. Third time's a charm. Nice. So great, we've got our first shine from the first level. But we're not going to grab it. We're going to keep going. Because we're going to do a little bit of soft sequence breaking. I think this is one of the only times in the game that you can actually have an opportunity to get a shine, a later shine than the one you were supposed to get. Whenever you see one of these like streams of water being sprayed out, you can just run underneath the spray and it'll automatically refill your tank. Oh shit. Well, that was dumb. Okay, fixed. So the game does acknowledge that you're like doing it out of order. It's like, hey, wait a minute. Before we go any further, let's clean this M off. And we collected our first blue coin. The blue coins are probably the least fun part of this game, because I think there's 120 shines to get in the whole game, and a large number of them, I think like 50 of the shines. It's a significant chunk of the total number of shines in the game you can only get by cashing in blue coins, and blue coins are hidden throughout the game, throughout the hub world, throughout each level, and you know you cash them in every time you get 10. I never got the 120th shine in this game originally because I could never find the last blue coin. I could never find it. I got every single blue coin except for one, and I never found it. And so if I ever find my other GameCube memory card, you'll see on it that I have 119 shines and 9 blue coins. And I spent hours and hours and hours trying to find that last blue coin, and I never found it, ever. So kind of annoying. Again, draw distance in this game, really impressive. And here's our first major boss of the game, Petty Piranha. Alright, so Petty Piranha. Really super easy. Wait for her to open her mouth and spray it full of water. try and turn away from you to stop you from doing it, but it's easy. Just when she's down, ground pound her stomach. If you get too close, she'll roll her head around and try and hit you, so don't get too close. If you let her finish her attack, she'll spew an extremely large amount of filth onto the ground, which will spawn more of those bubble guys that will get in your way. So. Not a difficult boss fight. Come on. And like in classic Nintendo fashion, 3 hits and the boss is down. Nintendo seems to have this obsession with the number 3. It's just that simple. Alright, so we're just going to go straight back into that level. We've got nowhere else to go right now. And as you see, we totally just skipped the first shine. Again, that's one of the only, if not the only shine, like main sequence shine in the game that you can skip. I, at the moment, cannot think of any other shine in the game that you can just skip like that. It's not like Super Mario 64 where all you know, in Super Mario 64, all of the stars you are capable of getting in that one level are present in that level at all times. No, it's not like that. Super Mario Sunshine, more often than not, only one shine has spawned, and you can only collect that one shine. You know, you can sequence break like a motherfucker in Mario 64, but it's not as common in this game. Alright, so we're back to this level. Let's do a little bit of exploring before we go to that cave. I'm a tourist, don't I count? Right, check this guy out. If you have enough shine sprites, he will give you something. I'm not sure if he'll give it to us yet. No. I think you need at least 10 shines before you can get sunglasses from this guy. Yeah, I think you need 10. Okay, these blue guys, if you try and get too close to them, they'll dig down and spray the surrounding area with rocks that will hurt you if you get too close. You need to back off a bit, spray them from a distance, to stun them, and then jump on them. Just like that. Super simple. Super simple. Here's a fun move. If you jump on a cable and then press the B button on the cable, Mario will hold onto the cable with both his arms. And I think if you have the... Yeah. Is it the spray nozzle or the hover nozzle? Oh, it's the spray nozzle, yeah. And you hold down the spray. There we go. Big old fun flip jump. There are not many situations in the game where that's useful. That's kind of a superfluous move. It doesn't really do much for you. Unless, you know, advanced techniques, I guess. Right. So, some of the blue coins in this game are puzzles. So, if you spray one red mark, a blue coin will spawn somewhere else, and then you have a very limited amount of time to pick up that blue coin. So you get about 5-6 seconds, maybe. So, I think it spawns, yeah, down there. So if you want to try and spray the red mark from an angle that lets you get as close as possible to the spawn point of the blue coin. Okay, so that'll spawn. And then I can just run through here and grab it. Done. I can do the same from this side. Come on. Why are you taking so long? Okay, that's weird. We've got the water wheel. The water wheel's fun. Oh, I guess not. I thought you could make it spin faster if you sprayed it. I guess not. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Those guys are easy. They're just... they pop out the ground, you jump on them. Super simple. Okay. These circle of flowers. Some of them are enemies, so... Any more? Nope. So, if we stand here, and then very quickly... No, we're not perfectly centered. We're out of sequence. Okay, so... now. There we go. Spray them in a circle, get some coins. What else? What else is around here? Is there another red mark? There. Anything else? Anything else? Don't think I can get up there just yet. Ah, okay, here's the water wheel I mentioned earlier. Yeah, you spray this water wheel. Travels up. You can spray the bells for a life. Get that. Oh, this guy's filthy. Interesting. Better go and have a look. Okay. Ah, the leaves. So, the leaves act as boats. This mechanic of standing on a thing that floats and using your backpack to direct it is super important. One of the most frustrating parts of the game involves doing this. So it's imperative you get used to it. Something you have to... There's a level right at the end of the game, just before the final boss, where you are basically on a boat and you have to navigate a series of obstacles with said boat, and it is the worst. So it's very important you get used to this mechanic, otherwise that part of the game will infuriate you like nothing else. You've got the water spiders returning from Super Mario 64. Easy to kill, you just whoop, jump on them. They are attracted to disturbances in the water. Fuck. Motherfucker, really? Man, my depth perception is just... I'm whatever, I keep missing it. Pokies, we've got pokies. Let's see. How does one get there? Seems to be via here, if I remember correctly. These platforms seem very conspicuously placed. Yes, how disturbing. Hey, they fixed the bridge. Okay. These cables have got red, spiky things. Okay. Easy. Let's go. So, this is our first floodless level. In this game, there are a dozen or so levels like this, where you get the flood taken away from you, and it's just a pure platforming challenge. Most of them are quite fun, some of them are frustrating as fuck. And these are actually... some of the best parts of this game are these levels. If they're well designed. The more frustrating ones are just annoying. You can see some of the ideas that will be later used in games like the Galaxy games. You can see like kind of some of those ideas starting in these levels. Like some of these levels resemble Super Mario Galaxy levels. Like especially one in particular. There's one in particular that I think was just ripped straight out of this game almost entirely and just put into Super Mario Galaxy. There are lives hidden in these levels, so we bash down these nails. I'm willing to bet one of these contains a life. Nope, just coins. There are gaps between these cubes, so... Ooh, okay, there's the life. Not worth it. Motherfucker. That was my fault, I wasn't paying attention. Let's do that again. Too busy thinking about getting that life when I don't really need it. Get up. There we go. Done. First one down. Yeah, there's like a dozen or so of those levels in the game, and most of them are pretty good. They're fun platforming challenges. Some of them are the fucking devil incarnate. There's one in particular that looks like a pinball machine, or I guess like a pachinko machine. You know, the machines where you just drop a ball down and it's like a random chance. It just hits a bunch of stuff on the way down and then will land in a random cup at the bottom. It's shaped like one of those, and you're the ball, and it's just oh god, frustrating as fuck. One of these. It's a black one. Black ones take twice as many hits as a brown one, so I think you've got to hit him in the mouth 6 times before he dies. How exciting. 3. 4. 5. 6. Alright, and we have unlocked the next level. But before we go in there, I just want to go back and grab that first shine again from Bianca Hills. We should really get that. Won't take long, like 2 minutes. I won't even mess around, I'll just grab this first one. How long have we been going? Oh, about an hour. We've been going about an hour. It's not boring, is it? I hope it's not. I hope I'm keeping this interesting. Okay, so let's grab that first shine that we missed first time around. One, 2, done. Super simple. Give me that damn shine. And we'll get on with it. And I can show you the next level, which I think is Pina Harbour? Is it Pina Harbour? It's something harbour. Okay. This level's fun. It's got a lot of climbing in it. Rico Harbour. Okay, not Pina Harbour, Rico Harbour. Alright, and we're about to see our next major boss fight. Goopa Bloopa. Goopa Bloopa. Well, this is a cool level. There's a lot of climbing involved in this level though. You can see tons of scaffolding, a lot of verticality to this level. And we've got new enemy types. We've got bloopers. Also we've got these doors. These doors are the flip gates from Super Mario World. So you press B button to smack them open, to swap sides. The A button to jump and transfer to ceiling surface, and then the jump button again when on a vertical flip door to go through it. Super easy. So B button to go through horizontal flip doors, A button to go through vertical flip doors. Super simple, super easy to remember. Some people seem to think that's dumb. I don't think. It's super easy to remember. Ain't got time for your shit, boy. Come on. I'm not aiming to get all of the blue coins, I'm just, put it this way, if it's in front of me, and I think I can get it, I'll get it. But I'm not gonna, like, hunt around the levels too much to try and find all the blue coins. I tried to do that once, it didn't end well. So, I've learnt my lesson. Just get the ones that are easy. Unblock this. This is important for later. Definitely want to unblock this manhole cover. Have I shown the manhole covers yet? No. Okay, so around some of the levels, including the hub, there are these manhole covers. Ground pounding the manhole covers, you explore the sewer system. And in the sewer system you can find shortcuts to other parts of the level. You'll find secrets down here. There are usually blue coins hidden in the sewer system. So yeah, we can go back. The infinite slide bug also works in the sewers. So again, that's useful from getting from A to B really quickly if you need to. Life. So this X here will spawn a blue coin over there, up on the platform, but we can't get up there. So the way you're supposed to do this level, you're supposed to climb up around here, climb through those yellow gates over there, cross over there to that platform, raise the yellow submarine, and then jump across to that platform and make your way up. But you can do it this way instead. Much simpler, much faster. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So much faster than doing all that nonsense over there, which is what you're supposed to do. Just out of reach. Okay. That's weird how sometimes when you land on enemies you still take damage. So... clear the blockage from that manhole cover. And then we're going to see if we can do this. Spray that X over there as far away as possible to get rid of it. Okay. And we've got to run our asses. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. That's super difficult to get. That's really hard to get. Try and get this one instead. Stand on the manhole cover. Come on. There we go. God. Okay. Got that one. That one's easier. This one is a motherfucker. So how do we do this? Stand as far away as possible here. And we use the infinite slide. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to do this normally without the infinite slide bug. The timing is so brutal. Come on. Alright, got it. Whew. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's go attack the boss. Ugh. You don't line up. You don't line up super like properly with the cover. You just it doesn't work. I'm going to. Whoop. Turn around, please. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm out of order. Okay. I want to jump up there first. We might as well spray this while we're at it. Another blue coin. Got 11. Nice. We have enough to trade in for a shine back in Delfino Plaza. First, I want to climb up here. Motherfucker. Didn't have the right attachment equipped. That's my fault. Okay, this is getting tricky now. There we go. We shouldn't be able to get up there. Doing that piece of platforming right there is really good for getting to another part of the level really super quickly in a later Shine challenge. Okay. We're going to unblock these. Block these for later. I think you're unblocking them for later. I can get that blue coin over there. I'm gonna try. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to the boss, I promise. Okay. You, sailor, what have you got to say? Camera gets stuck on things sometimes. It's weird, there's a lot of inconsistency to what the camera can pass through and what it can't. Like there, the camera gets stuck on that pillar. It will not pass through it, no matter what. But for some reason, the camera will pass through some buildings. That's why sometimes you get like the blue circle around the screen, the big blue circle that lets you know that the camera is clipping through something. Can't get it to do it right now. So, grab hold of this tentacle and just pull it. Just pull it. So, blooper blooper. Super simple boss fight. Spray him in the face to make him angry. Jump. Jump on his tentacles when they try to hit you. Grab them, pull them off. Rinse and repeat. I'm pressing the B button to grab the tentacles, by the way. He does have other moves, but we're not going to give him a chance to use them right now. Keep spraying him in the face to keep making him angry and keep making him attack us. And when he's run out of tentacles, we can grab his face. And fuck him up. Stage 2, here it comes. I'm going to try and get him to do another attack. Come on, do something. Occasionally do a 2-tentacle attack. Sometimes he'll swing his tentacles around in a circle. Whoop. And he does that the second time we fight him. You might only do that in the second fight. Second stage of the fight is exactly the same as the first. He just occasionally spray more goo on the ground. If you give him the chance, which we will not, because we're just going to keep making him angry. Keep forcing him to throw haymakers, which we can easily dodge. So simple, so easy. His face. And that's all she wrote. Done. Again, some people on some websites who have been playing this game recently make that boss fight look like the most fiddly and like annoying thing in the world. It's really not. Not if you pay attention, not if you are careful. Alright, looks like we've got the third level opening up to us. Okay. Before we do that, let's go into this little hut here that the entrance to the second level just happens to be attached to. And we'll find a pair of tanukis. These guys are who you talk to trade in your blue coins. And so this is kind of annoying. You have to go through this exact same conversation for every 10 blue coins that you trade. And you can't trade in, let's say, multiples of 10 at a time. So let's say you've managed to somehow accumulate 30 blue coins. You can't trade in 30 blue coins for 3 shine sprites. You have to trade in 10 for 1 3 times in a row. And you have to go through this exact same conversation every time. Yes, I mean it. It's just slightly annoying. It's just slightly annoying. God. I've just realised I was 15 when this game came out in 2002. October 2002. I was 15. That's half my lifetime ago. That's fucking scary. That's super scary. Literally 1/2 of my lifetime ago this game came out. That's fucked up. Okay, we got regenerating oil slick. Yeah. Sometimes you'll encounter muck that just auto-regens. Not a big deal. Just get rid of the piranha plant in the centre. Again, it's another black one, so it takes 6 hits instead of 3. Take care of the bubble dudes. Tenacious. These are coming out like... That's it. It's done. Clean this guy up. Maybe you've noticed, but the circle of sunlight in Delfino Plaza has extended out already, kind of a noticeable way. Because before the circle of sunlight ended at about here, and now it's kind of spread to about here. We've only got 6 shines, so I think you only need to get something like 30 shines to completely restore Delfino Plaza to total sunlight. You don't need to get all the shines to do it. So yeah, at some point, I think it's like 30, you end up just... That's it. You lose the shadow completely. So... Alright, level 3, Gelato Beach. This is a cool level. This is a fun level. This is the level with the really impressive dynamic reflections that I mentioned earlier. So before we do that, let's do a little bit of exploring. Talk to me. So these dudes, I'm not sure if they stay stunned forever or if they eventually wake up. They appear to just stay stunned forever. Oh no, no, that dude woke up. Swap, bury them, and then fuck them up. There we go, that's how you get rid of them. Alright. I understand now. Stun them, then blast them with the Doom Bud. He wasn't close enough. Nuts. Giant footprint. That's fun. That's interesting. Okay. So these mirrors. Can't do anything with them right now, but right now these are static reflections. The mirrors don't move. But trust me, I think the next time you come to Gelato Beach, you can move these mirrors around a whole bunch. And they reflect whatever's directly in front of them, regardless of the orientation of the mirror. And it's super impressive. Again, reflections, real-time reflections, are something that are still considered difficult today. This game's got some really impressive stuff going on under the hood. Okay, go up here. So, here's a secret. See these birds? You can spray the birds for coins. If you spray the green birds enough, the green birds will eventually turn into yellow coins. If you see blue birds, there's one over there. I think there's another one flying around. If you spray the blue birds enough, the blue birds will turn into blue coins. And I think there are 2, possibly 3 yellow birds in this entire game. You spray the yellow birds, eventually they will turn into a secret shine. There aren't any yellow birds in this level. But I think there's one in Delfino Plaza somewhere, and there's another in a future level that we haven't gotten to yet. Where's that fucking bird? Come on, bird. See, that green bird turned into a regular coin. And that one did. Come on, bluebirds, come back. Come back to me. Here he is. Come on. Land your fucking ass on that cable. Oh, your friend turned up. There we go. Am I killing the birds? When the birds turn into coins, are they dying? Is this animal cruelty? I can't tell. What kind of exchange rate must this world have if you can turn any living creature into a coin just by spraying it with water? Alright. Oh, can I reach the cable? No. No. You're running a bit low on water. It's risky. I'm going for it. Going for it. Got it. Bingo. Okay. That's enough blue coins for now. Let's go and do that sandcastle thing. Oh, yeah. If you dive onto sand from a high enough distance, Mario will just get stuck head first in the sand. These boxes, if you jump on them, they release attachments for the flood. There are 2 more attachments to unlock, but at the moment we've only got 1, so it doesn't really matter. But picking up an attachment will also refill your tank, so that's useful. So we've got to spray one of these Doom Buds, and it will apparently activate a secret level. There. Okay, done. And we get another one of these platforming challenge levels. This one's pretty fun. This one's pretty good. So, we're introduced to the sand block. The sand block, when you stand on it, it begins to disintegrate away. So you need to keep moving. Don't stop. Okay. So far so good. You can stop for a breather on these regular blocks. So let's have a look at this fucking thing. Okay. There's the shine. Alright, I've got this. Remember, we've got no flood, so we can't save ourselves if we fall or miss a ledge. Okay. Up there, eh? Okay. Gotcha. Oh. Shit. No. Fuck. Yeah, that happens. Couldn't get the flip jump to come out. Okay. This time. Sometimes you just kind of get caught in an animation or an edge and the move that you want to do just doesn't come out. But that's fine. Okay, here we go. Worked better that time. Alright, let's go back in again. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Mirror Madness. Not enough people appreciate like technically what is happening in this level. This is probably, again, the reflections in this game are pretty great and amazing for like 2002. Like large-scale, dynamic, real-time reflections at a pretty good resolution in 2002. Like this looks. Not enough people recognise just how impressive just this one level is because of that. Because again, like reflections are something that are still today considered difficult, like real-time proper reflections considered difficult and resource intensive. And I'm talking like real reflections using shaders, not cheap reflections which you see a lot of in games sometimes where they'll just duplicate the models and the textures on one side of the wall and then reverse it on the other side, whereas you're not actually looking at a reflection, you're just looking at a duplicated, flipped, identical model of the room you're standing in on the other side of the mirror, complete with identical flipped character model. Aha! Secret. Guess what? Thought there might have been a secret back here. Yeah, secret shine. Fucking remember it. I fucking remember it. I don't have a guide open. This is memory. This is coming back from memory. There are several secret shines like that in the game. See if we can get to 10 shines before 2 hours. That'll be good. No, we'll actually do this level for real this time. That big old wiggler. Yeah, I know, I get it. There's a giant caterpillar on top of the egg. I get it. Okay, yep. Sandbird egg, I get it. Bad. We should do something. Alright. Alright, so let's do the hardest one first. This one. So you'll notice right now the mirrors are just solid blue. Oh no. Okay, yeah. For when you're a certain distance away, the mirrors just turn solid blue because there is a limited draw distance to the reflection effect. Alright, here we go. And again, this mirror is moving around and adjusting and reflecting what's in front of it. This is super impressive. I love this. The reflections in this game are super impressive for the time period. Get the guy on the edge, so 1 foot is off the mirror, and then you can flip him off by ground pounding the other side of the mirror. Super easy. Super easy. Oh shit. Okay, 1 out of 3.
Mario.
Next mirror. Oh shit. All right. One more to go. There's a blue coin up there, but I can't get it just yet. I need to wait until I unlock another one of the Flood's attachments. Okay, whoop, last one. Easiest one, it's just got one dude on it. And done. I like how you can see like the other levels in the distance. Like you can see Rico Harbour in the background there, further along the coast. I like that. Alright, got the shine. What's this dude doing? Okay. Nine shines. Let's get one more, and then we'll call that a video, shall we? We've got just over 12 minutes. Alright. Next one, I think we'll get from Delfino Plaza. Let's get... Okay, so over there you see a bunch of green platforms. You see a green pipe on one of the furthest platforms. We're going to aim for that. Oh, grab it, please. Oh, there we go. I got a bit dicey for a second there. Okay. Get in the damn pipe. There we go. Alright. This is similar to the pure platforming levels we've seen earlier, except this time we get to keep the pack. Which, I mean, some of them you get to keep the pack. It's not really that necessary. So, we've got a big old slide with holes in it, and the shine is at the bottom. Pro tip, slide on your belly, not your backside. You have more lateral movement if you slide on your belly. And then jump. And then press B button before you land to make sure you continue sliding on your belly. And then you can skip all that nonsense. And then ground pound to avoid damage. Done. Super simple. 10 shines. That's it. That's 10 shines. This game's great. This game is still great, and I'm super pleased at just we may as well get a cliffhanger before we stop the video. How about that? Let's open up the entrance to level 4. When flipping out of a belly slide, it appears the hover jets don't work. Fucking Sam Raimi shit right there.
This is the island. The villain's secret hideout must be there.
Okay. Alright, so that's the cannon, is the entrance to level 4, but we're not going to be going there in this video. This video is long enough. Yeah. I still enjoy this game. I still like this game a whole lot. It's fun to play. Apart from some camera issues, there's not really a lot that there's not really a lot of negative things I have to say about it, unlike some people from certain websites. This game is cool. Alright, I'm going to end this video now. This has been Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube. See you again soon.